everyone. You're welcome to the Total Education Show.
School is not just about academic subjects alone. School is also about co-curricular activities. School is engagement with fun.
Development of a child is 360, and that's why we have tagged this program Total Education Show.
Stream is here to raise kids that will identify the problems, come together as a group, and see a way to correct the error.
We normally say that we have 4 baskets of rights. So four baskets
of
rights.
At the end of 3-year training in technical colleges, students are competent enough to take any job.
Sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you. Hello friends, hello everyone at home. My name is Wumi Tolualalade, your anchor on the Total Education Show. Yes, Total Education Show. The show is put together and packaged by the Lagos State Ministry of Education for your co-curricular aspect of education. So you have a total and a valued education system even in your homes. Yes. Now, what areas we will be looking at? We're going to be looking at STEM issues. We're going to be looking at TVET, and we'll be looking at, yes, child protection issues. Everything that has to do with child protection and advocacy of your children, even as they are home. Now, do you want to give me feedback? Yes, I want to hear from you. You can send in your feedbacks to me on this WhatsApp number 081-26601-889. Yes, WhatsApp messages only on 081-26601-889. Yes, I'm waiting and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you. Today's episode is focused on STEM, and we have in the studio with me Soji Megbonwo, an award-winning teacher working with the Lagos State Ministry of Education. He will be talking to us about the relevance and importance of STEM to all stakeholders of education. Also, we have for you videos on arts and crafts, activity-packed video, and STEM cafe videos that borders on practical sessions that you can do right in your home with readily available resources at your fingertips. We're expecting your feedback. Kindly send it to us on the same number we're showing on your screen. You could send us text messages on WhatsApp or send a picture of the activity you are able to do while watching the activity practicals and the package for today. Now let's go right into the show. Welcome, Soji.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Yes, so we have Soji Megbonwo here to discuss issues bordering on STEM. And before we begin, I just want to say a brief intro of who Soji Megbonwo is. He is the Inspirational Teacher Award recipient for the year 2019. I think that's a Nigerian award. Yes. He emerged as the finalist in the Global Teacher Prize Award. Wonderful. 2019 was an awesome year for you, right? Because you also won the Multina Teacher of the Year. You were the first runner-up in Nigeria as well. Kudos. So today we want him to kind of discuss and let us know what exactly we mean by STEM.
It's an acronym of multiple words come together for a reason. And what is the reason? Because we've identified that there's a problem in the education system that need to be retooled. And that is why we have these acronyms, where we have the S for science, the T for technology, the R for reading, the E for engineering, the A for art, and M for mathematics. This is a new body of language in education that is there to bridge the gap of politically corrected learning.
Okay, nice. So now we don't have just STEM, we're talking about stream, and I can see the emphasis on reading and art. So this is not only for science students. Okay. So what's the relevance to today's world? You know, we're in the 21st century, and I want you to just tell us a bit about its relevance.
So if you look at the first word there, science. Science is in all that we do. Is in every of our activities. Science is needed in research, is needed in development of new vaccines and the likes. And there's need for our kids to also have the skill set for them to be able to compete favorably in the world we have today. So technology is key there. Technology is deployed in education, is deployed in the health sector or what have you. And if you look at the R there, R is reading. So there's a need for young people, the students, to have certain skill set about reading, have the interest in reading and build their skills in reading so that they can develop. And that is the essence of the reading there. So that we're not just looking at this to say it is for science students. Obviously, the reading there cut across
all the departments.
So if you look at art also, we also look at it that bringing the skills of visual drawing,
arts and crafts,
art activities,
creativity,
like, even poetry and singing into this conversation. So that is what the art is standing for there. So if you also look at engineering as a stand in everything we do, if we look at the bridges that we have today, it is work of engineering. For students to have what we call critical thinking skills, design thinking skill is from the world of engineering, because there must be model design before we go to site to mount it there. And if you look at the last one that we call the mathematics there, mathematics is in all of our activities. If you look in your house, every day, mathematics is involved in our daily activities. You go to the market.
Buying and selling.
So we're using this complete package to train kids to have a kind of complete knowledge beyond the spectrum of our national curriculum, so that the stream added to our curriculum, then we can have a complete education.
Yes, a total education indeed. Yes. Before we go on, I want us to just have a look at the STEM Cafe practical session. This is going to give us a practical view of what Soji is talking about.
Shalom, I'm an educator in STEM Cafe. Today we're going to be doing another science experiment called, drumroll, water fountain. Have you ever seen a water fountain before? We're going to make our own water fountain out of basic materials we can find in the home. The materials we need for our water fountain experiments are a bowl, a marker, pair of scissors, a balloon, food coloring, this is optional, glue gun or a glue tack, a bendy straw, a funnel, a cup, a bottle with a narrow neck and a cap, and clean water. We're going to be exploring different science concepts in this experiment, and they are air pressure and force. Why do you think the air you blow from your mouth when you breathe out inflates a balloon almost without stress? We're going to find out today with this water fountain experiment. Step 1, get your bottle and with your marker carefully make a mark almost at the bottom. Carefully use a pair of scissors to make a hole at the mark. Now put the straw, the smaller end of the straw, into the hole, and you can hold it down. The glue tack or the glue gun. Next step, get the bowl, turn the straw up, place your bottle inside. Now you need to pour the water. You can use a funnel to carefully put the water inside the bottle. You can add food coloring for better visuals. A drop or two. Wow, see that red color. Carefully shake it. And close your bottle. Carefully turn your straw down and observe that when you press it, the water comes out. And that is because you are applying force to the bottle. Also, when you try to open the bottle, gently, the water comes out, and when you close it, it stops. Why? Because as you open it, air from the surrounding enters into the bottle and pushes the water out to make a fountain. Also, let's try to do this with a balloon. We're going to try this out using a balloon. Blow the balloon by breathing out. When you breathe out carbon dioxide, and you breathe in oxygen. So when you blow the balloon, you breathe out carbon dioxide. So let's blow the balloon. Now, can you guess what air is inside the balloon? Carbon dioxide. Carefully twist the neck of your balloon. Open your bottle carefully. Remember to let your straw face up. Then fit the neck of the balloon into the neck of the bottle. Do not unroll yet. Try to take out the remaining water from this, and then untwist. See what happens. The air from the balloon rushes out and pours the water out of the bottle, thereby making a fountain. When you stop, it stops. What do you think causes the water to rush out of the straw when you use a balloon? What do you think causes the water to rush out of the straw when you press the bottle? When you use the balloon, the air in the balloon pushes the water out of the straw to form a fountain. That is air pressure. And when you press the bottle, you're applying force to the bottle, causing the water to rush out of the straw. Let's see how much you can explore. What other system in your environment uses the principle of air pressure or force? You can do this experiment at home, upload your videos and tag STEM Cafe on our social media platforms, and let us know how much you can explore the water fountain experiment.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the video clip. I'm sure you're able to do something. We want you to send it to us via the feedback phone number. Now, Soji, I want us to look at the area of the stream that we're talking about. We want to look at the reading and the arts particularly. So what do you think, how does it relate to the world today?
Okay, so if you look at the introduction of A and R into it, the A there stands for art. And this is just an avenue or an opportunity for teachers to help students explore using their hands. Because if you look at the entire conversation around the stream it's an hands-on experience where students create things.
So they make things with their hands.
So for instance, things like flower vase, things like
carrier bags,
even face masks.
Yes, face masks that we have now.
Things like shoes. So this is an opportunity for students to create things, identify the need of the society at the moment, the need of the moment, and create a product to match on to the needs.
So they can become entrepreneurs from that.
It's an avenue for students to become entrepreneurs.
Okay. Okay.
And if you look at the reading part, if you look at what Lagos State government, for instance, is doing,
the Read Aloud program.
Read Aloud program is an opportunity for students to develop reading culture. Like I remember in my district sometimes ago, even currently we run what we call a reading culture program, where we have about 1.5 hours every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
And students read books.
Students read books and storybooks and the likes, and the teachers have to take record. And even we question students to understand if truly they've done well in the reading culture. And at the end of the day, we also write reports. So the reading there in the stream, it is designed to develop the reading capacity ability of the students, so that they can know how to read and develop interest in reading. Because if you look into what we have today, reading as it is going to extinction.
Yes.
So the introduction of reading into the activities of stream is to help students to develop reading culture. And that will help them to develop their communication skills at the end of the day.
Yes. Talking about the arts and crafts, I know that now students, some of them even they make shoes, they make beads, they make colorful items that some of them use it as a source of income. You know, looking at our students, some of them from less privileged backgrounds, they use that opportunity to kind of augment their income. By making all these products. We have a video coming up soon, right after our discussion, but I want us to look at the aspect we just finished, the video on the STEM practical session. We know that in the school, we do practicals, we use chemicals and all sorts. But the one we just watched is just about using things around us, around the homes. Can you just give us an overview about that as well?
For instance, if I could remember vividly, the last Democracy Day, my student, because we were in school in 2019, my student looked at the need of the moment. The need of the moment at that time is green, white, green. And student came...
Is what?
Green, white, green.
Green, white, green. Ooh.
Our student came up with an idea of developing a bag using leather that is rechargeable, that can charge your phone. So my student came up with this idea to use green, white to create a bag, a side bag that you can also use to charge your phone.
I'd love to have that. Obviously. In this area of no power.
The aspect of the art, helping students to voice out their entrepreneurial skills, helping them to understand the need of the moment and see where they can solve the problem.
Fantastic. So we want to go right on into the art and crafts video so that we can see what we're talking about, the practical aspect. So don't go away, just sit down, relax, and be a part of the activity.
Welcome. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple bag that you can use at home. So I'd like you to follow the step as I'm going to be taking you through a step-by-step guide on how to produce this. So I have this pattern for you. The first thing I'm going to use, the material, I have my marker, I have my gum, I have my scissors, and I have my ruler. So with these 4 materials, if possible, you can also get your stapler in case you don't want to make use of gum. So stapler also is a very useful material for the production of bag. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I've actually drafted my pattern. So how did I draft my pattern? I drafted over here the cutouts. I'm going to cut this out. This is 8 centimeter, 19 centimeter, 8 centimeter, 19 centimeter. This 8 centimeter is going to be the side of the bag. The 19 centimeter is going to be the front of the bag. The second side of the bag is the 8 again, while the 19 is going to be the back of the bag. Why this? I'm going to use this 4 centimeter as the folding. So this is what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to measure the down part of the bag, because each bag should have the down part. The upper part of the bag is going to be 3. This 3, we are going to take this 3 centimeter and we are going to use these three. We are just going to fold this 3 centimeters in such a way that is going to serve as a thicker part of our back. So I fold inside. So now I have the folded back inside as the upper part of the back. Now I move to the lower part of the back. So for the lower part of the back, what I'm going to do is very simple. I am going to measure another 8. So I will take my ruler, and with my ruler I'm going to measure 8. So that simply means that I'm going to draw a line from here to the second one. So you can use your ruler to achieve that. So in case you don't have a ruler around you, you can improvise. I'm going to slant this side. The reason I'm slanting this side is because I'm cutting all this place out. So I'm slanting the other side too. Triangle. I'm cutting all this part out. The other side also, I cut it out. Cut out. Remember, I'm cutting the whole of this out. Cut out. Cut out. Cut out. So let me start with the cutting out of this. Remember, you can still go through the pattern. The pattern is also on the screen. So I've cut my pattern now. The next thing I'm going to do is the folding. So when I start the folding, with the folding, the shape of my bag will come out immediately. So let me start the folding. You can use the tip of your scissors for your folding. I fold the last one. So this is the folding now, and I would like you to observe the folding very well. This is my folding. The next thing I'm going to do now, you observe that this smaller part is still there. I'm going to apply my glue on the smaller part. You can use any type of glue to work on this. So I apply and I gum immediately. And there is something I forgot to fold. Supposed to have folded the down part of the paper down. So make sure it has been folded. That is the down part of the bag. So this is my bag. This is the inside, and this is the back of the bag. So what I'm going to do now, if you check the back there is a loop over there. At the back there is a loop. So what I'm going to do is to cut little part of it so that they loop on each other. Then I'm going to cut out what I'm going to drop inside. You can look for a thick paper to achieve this. So I'm going to remember the measurement is we have the measurement of 8, and this side is 19, so 8 by 19. So I can look for 8 by 19 and cut 8 by 19 out. So I take my ruler, I measure the 8, then my 19, and I take my scissors immediately, I cut out. So you can use different types of materials for the down part of your bag. Different types of materials can be used. So this is my bag. I take my the padding, the one I'm going to use to pad the inside of my paper. I take this and I drop it inside. The moment I drop it inside, this is how my bag is going to look like. So remember, we have the folded parts over here, and we also have the back of the bag. I would like you to gum this down. By the time you are done, just put your bag down. You can fold it from here, and you just need to just get your ribbon or any material you want to use as the carrier, and you have make your bag. So I would like you to practicalize yours, and then with this bag it can serve as a lot of keeping of objects, and you can take this to the market, and you can also upgrade. As I said, you can add fabric around it. Before you start folding, you'll have gummed the fabric, so by the time you do that, this is going to turn to a Ankara bag and any other bag around there.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed today's show. I'm sure you've learned a lot while watching the STEM Cafe practical session, and as well the arts and crafts activity session by Ebenezer Odetola. I want you to know that we're still expecting your feedback, so don't hesitate to send your feedback to us on the number showing on your screen. You could send a picture of what you have done, or you could send a WhatsApp text message to that number. We'll be willing, and I'll of course give you a feedback on whatever you say. Now, I want you to know that this program was brought to you by the Ministry of Education, Lagos State, and with the support of the Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and as well the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Folashade Adefisayo. Not to forget the Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Ministry of Education, and all the General Permanent Secretaries of the Education District 1 to 6. We also like to thank the Executive Secretary of the Lagos State Vocational and Technical Education Board, Ms. Ronke Aziz. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to having you join us for another episode. I remain your anchor, Wunmi Tolualalade. Bye for now. See you next time.